Going. Here we go. All right.
And we're
Now,
back.
all right. Just do a quick test. You hear me, right? Test, test. You hear us? Sound good? Give me a thumbs
Sounds
up.
good.
Let me know
Anybody?
that.
Hello.
Good now. Thank
Good
you.
now. Thank
All
you.
right. Let me just pause. Sound a little bit. All right. There we go. Now, did you hear any of our I'm looking over here, like the camera's over here. It's over here. Did you guys hear any of our conversation? No? Okay. So we were recapping Drag Race episode 9 when Corey King got sent home, eliminated by Lydia Butthole Collins, which is our girlfriend. Not Nope. How you gonna say Nope? You didn't, if you didn't hear me. Anyway, um, and I was about to say Arietta again. Jill Sparkles wins the main challenge, which was the best. It was a design challenge, which was really interesting that she won. But
Mm-hmm.
um, and Lexi being in her feelings, which we were talking about, we'll get more into Lexi being in her feelings later on in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle Visage comes out with the Badunkadunk tank again. Answer to the question I asked. Mm, yeah, I didn't see what question you asked. I'm sorry. Oh, I asked. Okay. Um, Dunk Dunk Challenge was a filler. It was like, why are we doing this? But then it's announced that this episode is going to be the villain roast, and they will be bringing in three iconic drag race villains: Candy Muse, Mistress Isabel Brooks, and Plain Jane, Corey King's sister. Who did you see that video on Corey King's channel on YouTube with her Plain Jane reading her looks?
No, I did not.
Oh, so you know when Lux was on Pit Stop and like there was some looks that we all know that Lana really didn't do too well on, but Lux was still trying to, well, that's my daughter, not too much. Plain didn't do that.
Yeah, of course, Plain wouldn't do that.
Plain didn't do that. She said, sister, this is a mess. She specifically read her Monet Exchange look, said that it was hideous. And what I appreciate about it is just, villain or no villain, she tells the truth. Sometimes it could be a little skewed, but very few times is that the case. She says what everyone else is thinking. So that makes her the villain. Then, okay, yeah, she's the villain. And because Jules Sparkles won the challenge last episode, she is given the privilege, the honor, and opportunity to give the girls their lineup for the roast. Now, she did something interesting, which I haven't seen too many people do like she did. She asked the queens, well, if you had your way, where would you want to be in the lineup? And, you know, this one said, I don't want to be first, so I'd rather be in the middle. I want to go last. Now, it's fair to point out, I'm doing a lot of talking. It's fair to point out that there are a few girls who are known to infamously be unfunny. Like Lydia's not the funniest. Lana is definitely not the funniest. And Ariete struggles, in my opinion, the worst with comedy.
Yeah, she's not good.
So in this lineup, I'm thinking, like, what position would she had rather been in? What's up, sis? Like, yeah, because she all right. So the thing is, Jules put herself right after Ariete. Now, strategically, I feel like, yeah, I would do the same thing. If I know that you are one of the worst queens, I'm going to lighten the mood. I'm going to lift up the whole. I'm gonna turn it around.
Yeah, I'm gonna put myself in a position to look good.
Yeah, I'm the savior of this roast.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to try your hardest, but I'm just going to end up doing, like, honestly, she could have been anywhere in this lineup.
Yeah.
Ariete's just not a comedy queen. And that's okay. Yeah. She's a looks queen. We know this. But that made Ariete very upset. And then I'm going to highlight Lexi Love because she volunteered as tribute to go last. And then when Jules Sparkles read out the lineup and she saw that she was last, but Susie Toot was right before her, she had a problem. Now, what do you think?
Yeah, I thought Lexi was being very extra and unnecessary.
Oh my gosh, that is the perfect word.
Wanted. You know, you said last. You did not say that your first preference was to not go after Susie. Had you led with that, Jules might have put Susie last and you first. You know what I mean? Or Anya before her. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. You know, like it would have been.
But Jules also said she was trying to look out for the queens who didn't have wins to put them in a position so they could get a win.
And then it's not, but again, she has no obligation to make any of these queens happy with her, you know, running order. Like she can name whomever she wants because she won the previous week and won the right.
Which means it was her right, yes.
So at the end of the day, if you get mad at the order, that's on you. It's not on anybody else because at the end of the day, somebody had to set the order. And if you really wanted to be where you should have won last week. How I feel.
That's number one. And then number two, she actually tried her best to accommodate everybody. So it's, yeah, because again, with Lexi, you got what you wanted and you were mad. With Ariete, it didn't matter where you were in the lineup, honestly.
Yeah, you probably like it, you would have been mad at whoever went after you. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it really, you got in your feelings because of the fact that it was Jules that was after you. You know, so like, and you can't get mad at her because at the end of the day, like I said, she sets the lineup. You know, she's going to put herself where she feels as though she's going to benefit. And
Right.
if she feels as though she's going to benefit after you, then you should step your pussy up and actually be funny.
All right. So I've seen a level of petty. I've seen a level of shady, and I can go on with more and more words. But what we witnessed in this episode, I don't think I've ever seen anyone admit to on camera. She wants to be a part of the show too. What you got to say? But yeah, Ariette was just really in her feelings. Like, did they say what her song was? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I don't remember what Ariette's song was.
That boy would know that too.
Yeah, yeah. Gosh, it seems like because I think Anya is the only Gemini. Or no, I think her and Jules are Geminis.
Oh. I can see it more on Anya than I do on Jules.
But like, yeah.
I'll figure out the information and let y'all know how I feel about it. But it's basically the energy that Ariette was giving me was very maniacal and malicious.
Boy, was it.
And I was a little shocked. I was shocked. No, you're not shocked?
I mean, Ariette, you know, is not like she was desperate. Like, it is what it is. She was desperate. You could tell that she was desperate when Michelle announced the whole main challenge anyway. Like her face was cracked, beyond cracked, and on the floor. Like, it just like so no, I feel like, you know, Ariette
that's
manifested
a level
a lot of this
from desperation. And like I said, to sit on camera and admit this desperation, or it was either that, or if I'm going down, you're going down with me. That's what it felt like. And they have just so you guys have a little more context to what we're talking about. They have a sit down with Michelle Visage and the special guest judge Whitney Cummings, and they all took turns going around the table reading pieces that they have so that they could like get it workshopped or whatever. And as they were reading, Ariette was taking notes. She's listening to the things that Jules was saying with the intent.
Oh, Ariette, she's a Libra. Makes sense.
With the intent on stealing her jokes. What's up, Tajir? Tigger? Anyway, yeah. So that was a little maniacal.
Yeah, she stole her jokes. And then if you're gonna steal some jokes, like you better make them work for you. And you stole jokes.
You should have looked for the best ones. That's what you should have went for, not just some throwaway jokes. You should have went for those best ones if you was going to do it, honestly. But maybe to her they were. She just said, "Oh, I could work this one." That's although the second one, when Jules was trying to get to it, she had a whole build up, and when she was getting ready to go to the punchline, she was like, "Oh, damn, I can't even do it."
Yeah.
So I mean, Ariette's plan worked. Don't get me wrong, it worked, but damn. And while Whitney Cummings was like talking and whatever, she looked over and saw Lydia B. Collins yawning and called her out. Hey, Mom. Put you up on the screen.
Yes, Whitney Cummings was the guest judge this week, and she helped workshop a lot of the Queen's material prior to the roast. And one of the things that happened during the workshop was that Lydia B. Collins was yawning. She got called out for it. It was, you know, pretty crazy. It was pretty funny. It's pretty funny,
Yeah.
actually. Like, hey.
But I really wanted to point out that moment when Lydia was yawning, because that comeback was priceless.
Yeah.
So we get. Oh no, there's one other moment I wanted to call out when Whitney and Michelle got around to talking to Susie too about her ideas. She was trying to have that Nymphia edit. Oh, I don't know what's going on, and I'm just going to wreck it on the challenge. But as she was talking about how cerebral and how in her head she is, that she might not do too well with this challenge, Anya called out and said, no, ain't not one of her jokes ever went over my head. She's trying to play dumb so that way when she performed, it's like, oh, no. Good on Susie for having a strategy, and good on Anya for calling her out on it. I have to say that there's been a lot of moments in this season that has had me talking and buzzing and excited. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. I would really like to hear that they are up for another Emmy for this season, because I'm enjoying the levels that they're giving us.
Maybe. I don't know.
Do you feel like it's one of the more entertaining seasons? Do you feel like it's no? You feel like it's a meh season?
I feel like it's a okay season thus far. It's not anything earth shattering or groundbreaking or anything like that. I'm not getting anybody like is the winner of this season going to be a instant iconic person like we've had the past
possibly
two winners, like, because Nymphia is instantly iconic. Josh Jacoby walked in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, it might be one of those seasons where we'll have a okay winner, like like with Aquarius season and Violet Chachki's season, where it was like, okay, we're okay with this finish,
So how like the beginning of season 16, or even before we got through with 15, when I heard the news that Safira Cristale was going to be on season 16, I knew from the beginning that she was going to make it to the end. Because she's a fierce queen. But like, it was even more so after the competition was over, like the heights that she soared, because a fierce queen with a powerhouse behind it can do some amazing things. Safira didn't even win last season, and she's been killing it. I feel, just based off of what we know and the people that we know in the spoilers who are going to make it to those final spots, I feel like, for the most part, not everybody, but for the most part, that exists. They have the talent. They have the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent to actually turn it as a fierce queen, especially with a machine behind them for at least the first leg of their career. Once they win, I think that they would do good, in my opinion, in my humble opinion.
Right, but we've been doing this for 17 seasons. Can you name all 17 or all 16 thus far
Winners?
Yes.
BB, Tyra, Raja, Sharon. Season 5. Jinx, Bianca. Who's 7? Yeah, it gets muddy for me after
See?
that.
Exactly. So, and I feel as though this season is a muddy season. Like and no slight to the queens. The queens have been doing everything that they can. It's just the way that this season has been, and the way that certain moments in this season have been presented, and the way that they manufactured a lot of because you can tell a lot of the moments were manufactured on this season, by the producers. I think that that's where we are starting to and I think that that's what makes those forgettable seasons forgettable, is because there were so many manufactured moments by the production staff, rather than, and I get it. Hey, you can manufacture a moment, but it should look like you're manufacturing a moment to the audience. And there have been plenty of times this season where the moments were manufactured by production, and it makes the season forgettable.
You know what makes it worse is like these girls have YouTube channels. They are on Roscoe's, or they'll do interviews with other people. And in seasons past, they would not talk about production. They wouldn't tell you about the edit or complain about the edit. They wouldn't tell you that, oh, the producers like this, so we just played into it. Like, these girls are just spilling all the tea of, like, what was the argument between Jules and Corey about that role? They played that up. That wasn't even as serious as, they made it out to look. So I get that. There's a lot of manufacturing going on. I think what producers are doing, though, is exaggerating things that already exist. I think that's what's happening. But one way or another, there are some good moments that in this show, like, this show has touched me in a way that I didn't think was possible. Because I had, well, no, I have to take that back, because I had feelings about Corey King at the beginning, and like after like episode 3, I'm like, ooh, never mind. But it has changed my heart about Lana, and it has changed my heart about Sam Star. And when I say it's changed my heart about Sam Star, like, I made a declaration that I don't and I won't, and I lied. Because I am falling in love with Sam Star right now.
Welcome to the club. I've been a very big Sam Star cheerleader. I positively absolutely love Sam Star. I think Sam Star is I think Sam Star, to me, if you ask me who I want to win, and I love Susie too, my Aryan sister, I do. But Sam Star is the shit. Like, she is the shit. Like, there is no ifs and buts about it. She is the shit.
So my feelings about her started to change when she did, actually. When she broke her own mold and actually like gave into the like edgier side of her character, that, I don't know, it made me pay attention to her a little bit more, not just on the main stage, but what she was saying in her confessionals or in the workroom with the other girls. And like her connection with Lexi, as much as Lexi drives me crazy, that started to warm my heart towards her. And then, like, she's funny, and she is a polished queen. And as small as she is and as country as she gives you big drag. And y'all know that's my thing on this show, is making sure that you give me drag it up. And that's what she does. She's not necessarily my pick for the win.
I would love to see. I think that she like, personally, if you ask me who I would want to win the season right now, it's Sam Star. Sam Star is who I would want to win the season.
All that praise I just gave
is going to win the season. I do think that right now, based off of the race and the edit and everything that the producers are presenting, it is Anya's race to lose.
Yep.
But like,
and Susie's a close second, in my opinion. Blindly going in.
Yes.
Blindly going in. She's a close second, because she's a bit, a lot of these girls are a lot delusional actually this season. but
Lydia B. Collins.
she's also very talented. Like,
Yes.
and she knows that she's talented. Like, she has this confidence about her that you believe, even though her Ellen Green was like, what? Outside of that, like, even after that, she was still confident that she did good, and it wasn't, but she was confident, and that does a lot for her on this show, in my opinion. Just her confidence, because her confidence alone throws off the other girls. And I don't think that she is the best queen on the show. But yeah, I agree with you. This is Anya's race to lose based off this edit. Um, Speaking of Anya, so in my opinion, Anya plays the role of the villain. She plays the role of the lead character. She plays the role of the background character. She plays the role of the therapist.
Call Anya a villain. I would call Anya
She's mischievous.
I would call Anya a stirrer. She is definitely a stirrer. Like, she stirs the pot. Like, she has no problem stirring the pot. She has no problem at all, and I love her for it. You know, but yeah, villain, not so much. If I would have to cast anybody in the villain of the season role
of the season,
it would definitely be Arietti. Arietti would definitely be the villain of the season, more so than anybody, because you got and look back at all the untucks and everything else like that. She is the main one that always has an attitude about where people are placing and stuff like that and everything.
That is true.
Like, she is the main one. And don't get me wrong, love Arietti, especially out of drag. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But yes. She is the villain of the season. Like, I don't care what that she is.
I can see that. Yes. But no, Anya. I love how she calls people out on this shit and holds people accountable, and the way she praises the underdog, or when people get their due justice, is like when Lydia got up for her roast and everyone was like happy for Lydia, but like the way Anya gave her flowers in her confessionals, beautiful. Moments like that makes me like Anya more.
Mm-hmm, yeah, because Anya's fair.
That's what it is. Legitimately, what it is.
Like, she knows. She knows exactly. You know, she can recognize, you know, greatness and not hate on it and everything.
Right,
else.
exactly.
That's cool, and I do love that about Anya. Yeah.
And she's not. I'm not gonna say she doesn't have any delusion, but she's way less delusional than the other girls.
Yeah, no, she's way less delusional.
Because when she knows she's not doing good, she can say, you know what, I'm gonna sell the hell out of this dress anyway. Mm-hmm. Like, she knows who she is, and she knows when she's not at her best, and she's not delusional about that. So I have a respect for Anya, and I really do hope that she does take it to the end. So do we want to get into this roast, which starts with Anya? Actually, my opinion.
Yeah, she was safe.
My opinion of her roast was, I don't want to say one note, but it's like this character that she gave it to us in RDR Live. It was like, and it was very Oprah Winfrey, like, and it's cute. I get it, but I don't know, if I forget the words and just remember the experience, it was the same. Make sense?
It was safe.
Yeah, she looked great, but it was safe. Then we had who? Was that Lana? No,
I think it was Arietti.
Arietti. So this is the moment when Jules realized that her material was being used, and in the worst way. I mean, Arietti bombed so bad. Mm-hmm. At one point, Mistress told her, "Make sure you know those words. You better start practicing that song." Bunch of fat jokes about Mistress Isabel Brooks, which she couldn't even get her name out after like 5 attempts. Jules comes up after her, and her spot was I'm going to call it tragic because she was sabotaged.
Yeah.
Her outer saboteur got her.
Mm-hmm.
And she just could not recover from it. And I think that if she wasn't so in her head about the sabotage, she could have still delivered the rest of her jokes and been safe. But I think like that really got to her because it was a thing, because she was trying to apologize to Arietti and try to get on the same page. Arietti moved her makeup station away from Jules to not be next to her, and the mind games. And I get it, Arietti is in her feelings too, but the mind games. And yeah, it showed when Jules was up there trying to get her words out, and they just, it wasn't funny. It was sad.
Yeah.
And then it was Lana.
Yes.
Lana Jarre. She killed it.
Welcome to the competition, finally. Like,
other than looks.
And I'm so tired of everybody talking about, because it was on the pit stop with Dawn, because it was Dawn was on the pit stop with Monet, and like it came up like, oh, I thought she did like Monet was like, I thought she was one of the best people in the RDR Live challenge. Where? What RDR Live challenge are you watching, Monet?
All right.
Like,
wait,
I get it. She was cute. On. She came in with the with the boobies and the congos. You know what I mean? Like yeah, like it was all it was cute. That's all it was. It was that it was cute. It wasn't funny. It wasn't memorable or anything.
It was memorable.
It was memorable because it was cute. Like, and I mean, she's a pretty girl, and it was exactly who she is. Like,
and that's what needed to be given at the time, and she gave it, and we enjoyed it.
But
was it a winning performance? No, it wasn't a winning performance.
It was nowhere near winning performance. Like,
no.
My opinion, Acacia did better in RDR Live than Lana. Like, and Acacia wasn't even that good. Like,
I mean, that scene, the best person in that sketch was the doctor.
Yeah.
But anyway, Lana and this.
But yeah, this
roast,
she was good. She was really good. Really good.
Yes, like whatever you discovered about yourself, keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's it. That was funny, and it was. I don't say it was dry humor, but it wasn't like side splitting like one of those bust out. But it was like hilarious. After Lana, she introduces the next queen, Sam Starr, and I'm a little disappointed.
It was safe.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm disappointed. Because if you realize in this edit, they only gave her one joke per villain.
Mm-hmm.
She said a joke about Mistress, Plane, and Candy Muse, and that was it. Like, and her jokes actually were great.
Yeah,
I was watching it.
It was a safe edit. Yeah.
Darkness. I feel they gave her that edit because they wanted the next person
to really shine.
To shine. That's like, because I feel like if I would have played more from Sam, she probably would have won this episode, in my opinion. I think so. They wanted this edit for Lydia Butthole Collins because Sam was funny as hell. Lydia gets up and she starts the conversation talking about how now that Corey's gone, she needs a new black bald man. And she hears how much RuPaul loves bottoms. Or loves her in the bottom. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
In the bottom. Yeah.
Bottom. Thinking about you. No.
Absolutely not. But
okay. And then she turns her attention to Whitney Cummings.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, Whitney, I'm so sorry. The other day, I'm sorry, I really wasn't sleepy. You're just so effing boring. And I don't know if she wrote that in the moment or if she pre-planned that or however you put it. But when I tell you, Lydia Butthole Collins killed this roast.
Yeah, then went on to just slay. Like yes. Yeah, like it was epic. Like it was definitely one of one of the funnier roasts
Yeah,
that we've
consistently
seen.
funny.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like throughout this particular roast, all the girls got a laugh. Some of the girls got very few, but the majority of them got several laughs. And I feel like they just didn't hit the way Lydia hit. Like Lydia was joke after joke after the timing and Lydia had this, in my opinion. Following Lydia was Miss Susie Toot, who was one of those people who I think was funny, but it was like a joke here, a joke here,
Yeah,
a laugh here.
I would say that Susie suffered from. She went in there with a very low, like like the energy wasn't. You know what I mean? Like it was very low, like compared to the other girls, and her delivery was very stoic and very like
if you think about the competition, this competition and the order, they should have reversed it because Anya came out with all this big energy, and by the time we got to Lexi, it was like, oh shit.
Yeah. I definitely would have. Yeah.
I think it would have been better. Literally keep the same order, just in reverse. I think would have been a better climax of a show.
Right.
After Susie, at the end of Susie's roast, she's saying, I'm going to introduce this next queen who has no friends. It was literally just a drag queen being a drag queen, ragging on another drag queen.
Yes.
It is not personal. It was supposed to be a joke. If you've ever been to a drag show and you watch a drag queen introduce another drag queen, they shade each other. It could be all made up. It could all be true, but it's funny. And we all laugh at it because it's just for entertainment. So when Susie said this, literally, you just saw Lexi Love and then you go on camera in real time. And in her confessionals. And during her roast, some of her jokes were actually funny.
Yes.
But she was so in her head that even during delivery, you can just tell, like, okay, this is uncomfortable. It reminds me of, what was that? Snatch Game. Like, I still don't think that she should have been praised for that performance. That was her. It was self-deprecating the entire time. And it was really her giving up. I don't care if you guys were laughing at her, not with her. She wasn't laughing at all because it wasn't funny.
You feel
it
that
was
way?
bad.
You feel that way? So does Willem in Alaska. And yeah.
Because it's the truth.
Yeah.
It is the truth. I don't know.
I enjoyed it, because of how terrible it was.
All right. But, so it's like that whole bullying thing for me. It's like, you're not even laughing at me. I'm suffering over here. This is miserable for me. And yeah, I'm getting laughs at the expense of my misery right now.
Yeah,
no.
Sometimes it feels good to laugh at other people's misery. It does.
Never feels good for the person, though.
Hey, that's your fault for being that person.
That is horrible. That is so horrible. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you. No, stop. No, my gosh.
Always in my villain era. Like, come on.
Oh my gosh, no. That's not funny. That's not cool. Hold on. Oh, hey, Pop. I thought somebody was about to like take my side and defend the people who are being bullied. Oh my gosh. But at the same time, it's not something that she should have been praised for. And either way you look at it, she still shouldn't have been praised for it because it just was not a good performance. But to her, to them, she got her a little bit of a win. But like throughout the I think that was the moment that it started for Lexi. Like before, she was just floating, and you see little signs, but from there, it just started to go down and down. Even when she's doing good, and that's the crazy part. There's times where she's actually doing, but she's in her head.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Lexi, I feel you. I get it. Trust me, I get it. In this episode, when they're all on the runway, the theme was who wears short shorts. Do you have a standout queen for the short game?
I mean, Arietti looked amazing.
Always.
Like it's a runway. Arietti's going to, serve, in most cases. I thought that I mean, Susie's was cute.
All right. I'm glad you mentioned her.
It was cute, but it wasn't like show stopping. Like Arietti's was show stopping.
Wait. So the moment I saw Susie 2 walk out on this main stage, the first thing I noticed was her shoes. Did you notice her shoes?
I did not.
She had on white shoes that were too big. Like, it looked like she was playing in her mom's shoes as a little kid. And they weren't like super clown big, but like you could tell like if something isn't really on your foot all the way and you got that extra space in the, like she had a gap in the back, a noticeable gap. When y'all go and watch the episode again, you just want to think about the fact that Susie 2 had too big shoes on. But I want to mention another look that I think was actually really good, but it was a double no.
If you say Lydia Boho Collins look,
why would I ever do that?
I was going to say, because that was trash.
No.
That was absolute trash and filth.
Like, she had like this red bodysuit, but like
in the
she should have lost points for that runway.
So many points.
She should have lost points for that runway. I know that RuPaul was spitting in her mouth when she had to announce the winner, which, by the way, Lydia Boho Collins won the roast, as she should have. But like I would have been like, yeah, no. Looking at that, telling you that you won this episode was horrible. Yeah.
Just because you wore that here, you're sharing the win with Sam Star. No.
Literally, I would have done that. I really would have done that, and it would have been fitting. Because no, girl, this wasn't it.
Like, yeah,
this runway was not it. No, the person
I love Sam's. I gotta say I love Sam's, but I'm a football guy. I thought it was, you know what I mean? Like, me being a football jock.
Somebody compared it to Anya's pink look. Anya did a look like that. That was pink.
Oh, with the
the headpiece that nobody liked.
No. Mm-mm. I don't see. Nope, because there wasn't even any type of shoulder pad action going on. Like Sam.
There were two different things.
Sam had bedazzled shoulder pads, and then she had all of the accoutrements here with the stars and everything. It was definitely a dragged up version of like a lingerie football type of uniform that you see in the old lingerie football days.
Right.
And like I loved it. I loved it. The hair looked amazing to me and stuff like that. Like she looked beautiful. So yeah, I would say that the standouts for me were Arietti and Sam.
All right, so I like the look despite the two no-nos. Jill Sparkles came out with a Marie Antoinette. Now I say it's a two no-no because how many people are tired of Marie Antoinette?
I don't think it was a Marie. I think I could see the inspiration, but it was not a Marie.
But there's more. But wait, I'm just talking about like Michelle Visage's.
Michelle Visage needs to
hear me out. Hear me out. Then she also had on green, so it's a double no for Michelle.
Yeah, for Michelle. Yeah, because it was green.
Because she actually looked like great.
Marie Antoinette. Yeah, no, Jules looked great, beautiful. Like I love the hair too. The hair was definitely popping. Like, yeah, Jules looked great, but Michelle, you ain't had no reason hating on that look so much. None whatsoever. Like,
so I'm also going to
just like I be hating on your itty bitty titties now. I'm gonna hate on them. They tiny and they shouldn't be. So,
why shouldn't they be?
You want that? No. I grew up with big breasted Michelle Visage. That is what I expect. When somebody says Michelle Visage, I think of a gray streak, big hair, big boobs. That's what I think of. That's what I want for my Michelle Visage. I don't want no itty bitty titties. Okay, I don't care about your back, Michelle. I don't. They make back braces. All right, you could have easily worn a back brace. You could have easily worn a corset. Had the thingy, boop.
And this is what's wrong with America: a man telling a woman what she should do with her body.
Hey, election said, "Your body, my choice."
No, but we're not here to be political. Well, sort of, because we're deliberating people's fate and the challenge. But anyway, no, I mean, we don't really deliberate it. We just give our opinions on it.
Yeah, we just give our opinions. And again, my opinion of Michelle's opinion about Marie Antoinette is shut the hell up.
And it's, well, I wanted to say that your statement is fair, but
especially when it's not a really blatant, like, you cannot look at that look and blatantly say, "Oh, Marie Antoinette."
No, it wasn't. You can tell that it could.
There's inspirations in there, yes.
Right, you can say it could have been inspired by, because Marie Antoinette is not the only person who
wears that big old blonde, white blonde, poofy thing. Like, just because it's a big updo, big old drag updo, it's not Marie Antoinette.
And off the deep end he goes. That's the mindset. But the winner of no. I want to talk about Lana Del and Lexi Love real quick. Lana Del paid homage to Naomi Campbell from a fashion show where she had the short shorts, this long, look like a blanket or a throw rug or something, and a MAGA hat. And it wasn't actually a MAGA hat. It was RuPaul's Drag Race 17 hat. But it was red with white writing, and you could barely read what was on it.
But just for the record, Naomi Campbell wasn't wearing a MAGA hat. I think it was a Gucci hat
but it was a red hat.
Something like that, yeah.
It's just, in this day and time, if you see a red hat, everybody just automatically assumes it's a MAGA hat. And yeah, I guess red hats are screwed. But they had kind of bad critiques for it. Now, if she was walking a runway, like a fashion show, say nothing, because she was gorgeous. The complaint was this was not drag race, main stage.
Yeah, Michelle said that she could that was what?
Mall drag.
Yeah.
Mall drag.
Like, and I'm like, where else are a lot of these drag queens getting their looks, Michelle?
Okay, so I feel like you're on Michelle hating binge right now. I don't know where all this energy is coming from.
No, she brought this energy to the table when she decided to say the stupid shit that she's been saying.
I had to agree at some point. I wouldn't call it mall drag, but I would say that for the main stage and the drag,
it was and I get what she's saying. Like, it was like,
it was very underwhelming. If she would have did that look,
but don't make fun of the fact that it looks like you got it out of the mall. A lot of drag queens get a lot of their looks from the mall. Like, what are you saying? Are you saying, but I get it. She could have took it and did something more with it.
I don't think that's the point of like, oh, it looks like you got it from the mall. It's more so like, you're a drag queen on Drag Race. You could have dragged it up more, like, and that was the thing I was about to say. Like, if she would have found a way to drag up that look, it would have been a different story.
Yes, but then you could have said the same thing to Carrie Colby when she wore the J-Lo dress.
Absolutely, I agree.
You just wore the J-Lo dress. It is, because it's a great garment.
And like I said, if it was a fashion show, absolutely, but it's on Drag Race, so yes, I will agree with you on that. Yeah, it's the same exact thing.
I'm like, if we are going to drag queens for doing carbon copy looks of runways or red carpets or anything else like that, then we need to drag them all. Not pick and choose and be like, oh, Sasha Colby's was so great because it was the J-Lo dress. Just because the J-Lo dress is good. Anybody could have walked down in that J-Lo dress and been like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like we gotta keep it consistent. Consistency is key here. You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
We are talking about RuPaul's Drag Race, and who's the queen of non-consistency? RuPaul herself. So, because wigs be falling off, and people get sent home. The wigs falling off. But nobody gets sent home for the wig falling off this season, though. So
listen, and don't get me wrong, because I want Lana now to just stay on the show so I can look at her. But She should have been home already. Corey King should have been home a week prior than her elimination. Like, and Stab Boy, and I've heard from other people who said, "Oh, but they put it back on." No, no, you don't get a pass for that. And then what made it worse with Corey was Lydia said in the confessional after that, "I told her to glue it down, and you still chose not to be prepared." And then when Plain Jane was sitting on a show with Corey King, Plain was like, "Look, my edges is like coming up. Where's your glue?" "Oh, I don't do glue." Corey King, why are you doing drag? I mean,
not
it's
even double-sided tape, like
nothing. It's one thing to have an aesthetic. Have your aesthetic where it's together and we don't see the seams. And
like we saw on that dress, you got eliminated for.
Perfect setup. But Lana, as much as I do love Lana and her look, it wasn't dragged enough, in my opinion. And that's why I would agree with Michelle on that level, if that's what Michelle was genuinely saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's what she was saying, but I don't agree. I thought Lana looked absolutely fantastic. She, like, that combined with her Rose performance, she was definitely safe.
Oh yeah,
she was
safe.
definitely
No,
safe.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think that Lana should have been in the top.
She was, because the two people that got sent to the back
was Anya. That's right, was Anya and Susie.
Yeah,
you're right.
So she was in the top three. She was in the top three.
Good on you. And then there's Lexi.
Like T.S. Madison said, do you always got to come out here dragging something behind you? Like,
it's a metaphor.
Like, yeah, every time it's a train, it's a jacket, it's a big old thing.
That is such a metaphor.
It's a bolt just thrown in the back, and then I'm just walking down.
But
you know what I mean?
Was it on? I don't think it was on Drag Race. I think it was on a pit stop when they talked about it. They did a split screen of like 3 looks of Lexi's where she has a train. And she's carried, like, there's always something dragging behind her. And I say it's a metaphor because the saboteur is always dragging behind her, pulling her down. The short look was good. I actually didn't mind the cape.
I didn't mind it either. It's because of the fact that it was made of a bunch of shorts. And like, it was like, oh, okay.
Because it still looked good.
But yes, it still looked good. But in my head, I'm like, I've seen this. Like, and if we're going to get mad at Corey King for giving us the same kind of look, if we're going to call out her Mona Lisa for the same mermaid dress, we got to call out Lexi Love for the same train. Like,
and, I mean, outside of like maybe a few exceptions, I say the same about Lana. We've seen the same silhouette, the same look now. Episode 10. We got 6 more episodes, y'all. Was it 6?
No, I don't think so. I think it's probably, yeah, because we got 4, at least 4, because it's the top 4, and then the Lollapalooza. So at least 5.
Okay,
at least 5 more episodes.
But either way, we
got 3 queens to get rid of,
right,
before we're down to the top 4.
Exactly. So, at the end of the day, Lydia Butthole Collins, as I mentioned earlier, won this challenge for the roast. And at the bottom was Lexi, Jewel Sparkles, and Arietti. Excuse me. Lexi was safe. And Jules and Arietti had to lip sync to Yaya by Beyonce. What did you think about this lip sync?
I thought this lip sync was probably the best one we've had all season. As far as
I really enjoyed Arietti and Lydia.
Yeah, that one was good. To me, that one was good. It was good because of Lydia. It wasn't good because of the fact that it was a dog fight.
True.
This lip sync was Lydia was thumping Arietti like a drum in that lip sync. And Arietti, I hope you're watching. Go back and watch that lip sync. Lydia thumped you like a drum. Okay. Now, if we look at this lip sync, you and Jules were battling.
Yeah.
Y'all were battling, and this was probably the most neck and neck battle that we've had, or like where me personally, I thought Jules won when I watched it, and I sat through and watched it the first time. Okay, Jules won. Arietti did not do enough to win, because Arietti had to go in there and stun. You know what I mean? And absolutely stun everybody in order to win. Jules did everything that she needed to do to win. Arietti didn't do enough, but it was a fight nonetheless. Compared to, like, I would say that the closest thing that we got to a lip sync for your life drag down fight was Crystal and Lana. That was the closest. Yeah. And then Lana won that. Well, debatable.
Very debatable.
Debatable. All right. Because in my opinion, Lana didn't win that.
No, I agree with you.
Crystal won.
I agree.
Crystal won that. But we're not RuPaul. So, and again, that's what we say, consistency. But this one, yes, was definitely more of a fight. That's why I had this. That's why I'm like, this was probably my favorite lip sync of the season thus far. But yeah, Jules won. Jules won.
Now I want to say something about Jules real quick in this lip sync, because she had the big hair and Jules was moving, and that hair was moving.
Yeah, it looked like it wasn't gonna make it, but it did.
When I tell you it made it through the entire performance, her rolling on the floor. That's what you guys should have been doing, Lana and Corey.
Yes.
Because when she got done and she was standing back, that shit still had shape to it. That's how you do a lip sync with a wig. All this wig falling off stuff is unacceptable unless it was planned. And we can tell, the world knows your secret. It was not planned.
It was not planned. Okay. Yvie ugly, y'all are not. Okay? Because Yvie played that wig to fall off.
Oh, and you knew it.
And that sister's, and then she pulled that stocking cap off, and it was absolutely amazing.
There's this clip. I saw a reel of Bob the Drag Queen coming out on stage with this big ass afro, and as soon as she goes to step up, she trips and the wig falls off. And the music stops, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. This is embarrassing. My wig fell off." And then the wig gets up, because there was a little girl on her shoulders with hair all over her. And then I whip my hair back and forth. When I tell you that shit was so sick, that's a reveal. And then when they were done, she put it back on and walked off. It was everything. That is a hair stunt.
Yeah.
Y'all are unprepared. Corey, you're lazy. Because during the competition, before you were eliminated, you could have asked Lydia for glue if you didn't have it, or tape, or whatever you need. That was just being lazy. And then makes the excuse, "Oh, I'm a clown drag. It's not clowning." No. Even if clown is your aesthetic, have it together. I don't get it, but okay. You're going. Why am I still talking about you?
Yeah. So needless to say, Arietti lost the lip sync, and she got told to sashay away. Jules Sparkles could slay another day.
We are happy.
Yes.
I'm sad a little bit because
definitely agree with the outcome.
No, I agree. And I'm happy for the outcome. I'm just sad because I'm going to miss Arietti, because she was one of my favorites to look at.
Yeah, no. Arietti is a beautiful boy.
And when I say that, I'm not just saying in a lusty way. I mean, like, the fashions that we got, the shade that we got was good TV. Arietti was a good one. I'm saying it in a lusty way. Of course you were.
Yeah.
Of course you are. Corey King, lazy drag sounds correct.
Yeah.
But now here we are, moving on with another queen down. And who do we have at the top and the bottom right now?
Well, at the very bottom of my totem pole, I have Lydia Butthole Collins.
Interesting.
All right. Yes, I do. I have Lydia Butthole Collins.
I'm saying, wait, real quick, because you were praising her earlier in the season.
Mm-hmm.
You were really praising her.
I was.
So Corey rubbed off on her.
Huh?
Corey rubbed off on her.
That.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry.
That and also, like, I'm like the looks that she and a lot of her looks she made, okay, but the looks that started out this season were done very well. The looks that she's made as of late have been just too crafty looking, too much like high school science projecty for or high school drag class projecty. Like that's what it looks like to me. And it especially comparing the quality of Lydia's looks with all of the other queens, there is no comparison. Okay, like in the challenges as well as on the runway, her looks just don't look in the same like league as the other queens. Very true. Like she definitely looks high school. They look professional. Like and I can't reward that even with a win. So Lydia Butthole, Lana Jarrett are my two bottoms right now.
We are wrapping up actually RuPaul's Drag Race episode 10 of season 17. Jesus. We just announced the winner of this episode was Lydia Butthole Collins, which again, I know RuPaul had to be cursing herself out to be announcing Lydia as the winner of the challenge, looking the way she did on that runway.
Mm-hmm.
And Ariete was sent home by Joel Sparkles to Ya by Beyonce, rightfully so. And we were given our ranking. So you said Lydia Butthole Collins is your bottom queen right now.
Yes.
Who's above her?
Lana Jarrett.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I would have flipped it the other way around, but when it comes down to the looks, Lana eats, and Lydia has yet to eat like that.
Yeah.
So I have to give that to Lana. So I agree with you on that.
Yes, in my opinion, when I stack up Lana's race against Lydia's race, Lana has outperformed Lydia in more challenges, despite Lydia winning a challenge and Lana not winning a challenge. So, yeah.
But here's the thing about her looking like shit. She knows it, and that's what she wanted. And that's what makes it worse, because you know that you could have done better, but you're being more creative than polished.
Yeah, no, and that's why she hates Sam Starr, because Sam Starr is
more
so polished, and also creative, but she can't take the fact that she's just as creative as she is, but you're not as polished as she is.
Yeah, this is true.
Hence why she's always hating on Sam.
But
so it's this like twink supremacy.
Who's your top three right now?
My top three. My number.
Wait. Can I guess? And you can put them in order.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, Susie, and Anya.
No.
Who?
So Anya is number one.
Ooh.
Sam Starr is number two.
Mm-hmm. Jules
Sparkles is number three. Yes. Jules Sparkles is number three. Yes.
Okay. I put two in there, but yeah, that makes more sense.
Two is 4. Lexi is 5.
Yeah. I think I agree with your entire lineup. Your rankings are appropriate. So yeah. I think we got we got all of the ducks out. A couple of good swans was kicked out with him, unfortunately. When I say a couple, I mean Crystal.
Yeah. Yeah, Crystal definitely left way too early.
She should not,
in my opinion. Yeah.
There's no way Crystal should have been kicked out before Lana or Corey or Butthole.
Or Acacia.
Or Acacia. Sam and Anya Nurse are the ones to watch out for, hands down. I'm just getting on the Sam train, so give me some time to warm up to that idea, because I think Jules could be as good as Sam, and that's a toss up between the two. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, that's our ranking. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about the show and who you guys put at your top and your bottom.
make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell because you'll only hear from us once a week. All right, not like other YouTube channels. So and it really does help us out with growing the channel and everything. What'd you say?
I said that's not good.
What?
Other YouTubers post more and get more views.
No, because I'd be annoyed. I don't know about y'all. I'd be annoyed with the YouTubers that I'd be turning notifications off. Even the ones that I'd be subscribing to, I'd turn the notifications off.
I'm about to turn your mic off.
I'd be tired. Of them all the time.
No.
But with us, you don't got to worry about our
Just
notifications.
Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. You just turn the notifications off for those people. Why are you still following the notifications if you don't actually want to watch this stuff?
No, I do want to watch their stuff, but I don't need to know that you are posting a reel or what's it called, the shorts on YouTube or whatever. I can't watch them. I don't like watching shorts. I like watching regular videos. So I don't need to know.
You sound like he said. Yeah, listen, I am the oldest for the most part in my circle group, and they never let me forget, right? But this is some old man shit right here. This is some old cranky man complaining about that new technology y'all got going on. And is. No. But no, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that way you will know when we are going live.
Thank y'all for coming. God bless you.